Kira's Now Some Beauty family. In today's video I just wanted to show you our Ionic Detox. So many of you have had this in the salon already. This is similar to the Detox foot patches, so it's 1,000 times stronger basically. So what we're going to do is we are going to place our feet in the water with the array. The array is connected to our machine. The array releases positive ions into the water. The positive ions are going to connect with the negative ions in the bottom of our feet, and they will release, and it'll change the color of the water, and all the colors in the water, as you can see on our chart here, the different colors in the water will show what has released in our body and where our problem areas are. Now, brown liver cell debris is standard. Everybody's cell turnover is 14 days. We all know we change our cells, that's just normal. Every color is always going to be brown, but inside there's going to be lots of bubblage, and there's going to be all these different colors in there. Now, there has been some that have come up that aren't on my chart, and I've had to research it and find out, but that's something I can show in another video. Now, I've recently had bronchitis, so I'm still a little bit wheezy and I'm still on some antibiotics, so I'm interested to see how my water turns out, and I thought what better time to do it than being sick. Now, this is a 30-minute treatment. You can do it longer, but today I'm going to do 30 minutes, but I will pause halfway through so you're not sitting watching my feet for the whole video. So to start off, I'm going to connect up to my machine. So now, to keep grounded, because we are dealing with electrical current, we have a wristband that connects to the machine, which we have to wear because we're dealing with electrical current and water, and to keep grounded. Very important. Sorry, I'm struggling today with my breathing and talking with my chest infection, so bear with me. Now, this won't work unless it is completely touching your skin to feel the pulse. If this comes away from your skin, the machine's going to stop and it's going to start beeping. Contraindications for this machine: you cannot be pregnant, you cannot have metal beams in your body, metal poles, metal things like hip replacements, things with pacemakers will affect the machine, and it is very dangerous to use it. Open wounds on your feet. Diabetes is a very important one in this one, and I will come back to that a bit later. So very important. If you have any contraindications, you check with your therapist or whoever is doing your treatment. I always ask these before I book in the treatment at the consultation. Otherwise, it's very safe. Don't be scared. It's very safe. It is just that, you know, we need to check these things before we do such intense treatments. Alright, so now this is just plain water, and I have my array already in there. It's just normal water, nothing else is in there. I'm going to place my feet in. I did make the water a little bit warm, because who likes putting their feet in a cold bucket? And excuse the brown around the outside, it is clean. It's just that the toxins stain, and if there is any metal, it will corrode it. So, alright, so now I'm connected up, my feet are in completely. I'm going to turn on my machine. Just going to make sure I'm connected properly. Okay, and now we're starting to work. So I need to raise up the amperage. So I am going to place in a little bit of salt. If you are high in salt or you have high blood pressure, you have a lot of salt in your diet, after a minute, the machine will raise its amperage on its own and you will not need to add salt. I've had this quite a few times. I just wait a minute and it raises on its own. It's when it releases. So I don't usually have too much salt in my diet. I'm usually quite healthy. So I'm just going to add just about half a pinch just around the array, just to raise the amperage. Yep, and now we're up to 1 point. So we're just going to let it keep going. I'll swoosh it around a bit because it keeps going up and down. You can see already it's starting to go a little bit yellow as it's working. Okay, so it's going down, so I'm going to raise it a bit more, so just pop a little bit more salt to raise that amperage. Again, this is just normal table salt. There's nothing special about it. Salt and water and electrical current. Excuse me. I'm always very careful with adding the salt, and I try not to add too much, because once you've had too much, and if there is too much salt, it will turn off the machine. So I'll just get that moving around a bit, just so I can show you. Working. Okay, so it's starting now to release its ions, and I will come a bit closer so I can show you. If you can see, it's releasing all around the array. So now this is going to go for, it's going to work on, releasing the array, the positive ions. And then my feet are going to sweat. I might feel a little bit of a tingle in the bottom of my soles. It's not uncomfortable. It just feels a little bit like something's happening. It doesn't smell yet. It will smell because toxins do smell. Unfortunately, that's part of it. So basically what we need to do is we need to sit and soak our feet and let the array do its work. And now this is a half an hour treatment. So we're just going to sit and wait. And we will come back in roughly about 20 minutes and I will show you the colour of the water. You can already see it's gone yellow and slightly brown. There's a little bit of lymphatic drainage coming up around here, this white foamy bit. So it's already started to do its work. So we'll come back in about 20 minutes. Okay guys, so we've been soaking for 30 minutes now. We've finished our treatment our machine has beeped, so I've just taken the wristband off. The array is still connected, it's still on. But I just wanted to go through with you the colour keys, the colour key chart. So as you can see, it's very brown. There is a lot of bubbles around here. So the brown is liver and cell debris, our cell turnover, which, as I said to you before, it is normal. Everybody has cell debris, cell turnover. It's our cells replacing themselves. Very normal. Orange joints. There is a little bit of orange just on the inside. Hope you guys can see that bit of orange. The bubbles. Now, sometimes they can be very white, which is the lymphatic white foam. So the lymphatic system. These are in touch green. I'm not sure if you can see, they're a touch green and a bit orange. So green is gallbladder and intestine. So someone who may have kidney stones, problems with their gallbladder, a lot of toxins in their stomach area, they've got a lot of stomach issues, gut issues, it's going to be a touch of green. Chemical black is chemicals and heavy metals, and heavy metals is, so black flecks, which I will show you now. Obviously with the lymphatic drainage, I have had bronchitis. As I said, I'm still getting over it. I'm still on antibiotics, so very run down, very tired, mum of 3, don't get any sleep, don't really get any rest, so that's normal for me. It's not anything that's new. So I'm going to go through and just show you a black fleck. So if you can see on the stick, that black fleck just there, there's quite a few of those in the water, and sometimes they can be red flecks. It means your blood status and blood clots. Blood clots basically can not so much mean blood clots, it can mean diabetes, someone who has a blood disorder and needs blood cleanse. Very, very actually more common than what we think. The yellow green, kidney, bladder, reproductive system. Now someone who's trying for a baby, or fertility issues, or stress even, can resort to the yellow green. Now we all know the things stress does to the body. It causes a lot of really toxins, stressful toxins. So the detox is the best thing to do when you're going through a lot of things like that. Like when you're trying for a baby, you're going through a lot of stress, not happening, you don't know why, etc., etc. Problems with your job, if you're going through a lot of stress, you're under a lot of pressure, you've got a high-end job. Problems at home, you've got a lot of stress there. School, if you know, year 12 students having a lot of stress with school, work, etc. Someone going to studying, TAFE, etc. Anything, stress, toxins. It's just going to repel, it's going to come out worse, tenfold. So best thing to do is try eating healthy, drink lots of water, take multivitamins, and detox. Now, as I said to you before, there was I did have a colour on show up in one of the detoxes that I did, and it was a purple, and it was kind of like little worms in the water. And my regular clients have heard this story many times because it's not something that you hear very often or see very often. And I just thought, I was just so amazed by it. So I researched and I googled it, and this client had been overseas and had all her teeth changed, and she came back and she got really sick and she lost a lot of weight. She was under a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, and we did the detox, and these little worms came out in the water, and I did not know what they were, so I had to Google it and find out that she had a parasite. Now, that's something that she had been dealing with for months, and she'd been to the doctor, and anyone who's had a parasite knows it is very difficult to diagnose someone with a parasite. Anyway, she ended up having courses of antibiotics, went straight to the doctor after that, and she said, I'm never doing this again. But if she hadn't have done it, who knows how long that would have gone on for. So I've had a lot of customers with diabetes who we've cleansed. It's helped cleanse their blood. I've had gout is a good one. I have got a few people in trouble saying with the yeast, there was a few little spots in there, and I had a husband and wife come in, and the husband had his detox and the wife had hers, and he had some white spots, and I said, oh, have you been drinking a little bit of beer? Sometimes that can come up. No, I'm not allowed to drink. Okay, well, it's just got a few little white spots. Maybe it's, it could be anything, could be in your food, something like that. And he said, oh, okay, I've had a drink. So I actually got him in trouble for that, because it showed me in the water, and the water doesn't lie. So, so we've helped a lot of people with, so blood disorders, diabetes, gout. This can help rheumatoid arthritis, stress, a lot of things. It's okay to do it once a month, once every 3 weeks. It is a very intense treatment, so sometimes you might feel a little bit sluggish after, so it's very important to drink lots of water, take your multivitamins. If you are feeling a bit sick, it's good to do this. Get the rest of the toxins out, or if you're on medication, good to do it. As we know, antibiotics, not the best thing for your body, because sometimes they can kill the good bacteria as well. But we need to take them to get well sometimes, and this can help clear those antibiotics out of your body. And when you're taking multivitamins, drinking lots of water, eating healthy, you're putting that back into your body. So what I like to do after every treatment of these, I give one night of my foot patches. So not tonight, the following night, I get my customers to do the foot detox while they sleep, just to get that last little bit of toxins out of the body. So it is quite an intense treatment, and as I said, it's amazing. Like, it's helped a lot of people. It's not for everybody, and that's fine. I do it quite often, and I actually really love it, and I recommend it. The foot detox patches too, by the way, I have another video if you're interested. There is a course of them. If you don't like this one, or you can't get into the salon because it is an in-salon treatment, the detox foot patches, they are great too. So they are a good detox while you sleep. Check out my other video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. If you like this video, if you like seeing all these toxins and think it's pretty gross but cool, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, just let me know what you want to see next, guys. Can't wait to see you again. Take care, stay safe, and stay well. Bye.